George's woolly hat.
Today, George is wearing a new woolly hat.
Hold on to your hat, George, or it will blow off.
Peppa and George have arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig!
Hello, my little ones.
Now, children, play nicely. And George, don't get your new hat muddy.
We promise not to get George's new hat muddy.
Thank you, Grandpa Pig. See you later.
Bye-bye!
Come on, Peppa and George. Let's go down to the garden.
Yes!
George, remember what Mummy Pig said about your hat?
Yes, Granny Pig. It will be fine.
Peppa and George have found a large pile of manure.
What's this, Grandpa?
That is manure. Wonderful stuff. I put it on my vegetables to make them grow big and strong.
It smells really smelly.
It's the muckiest, smelliest thing in the garden. Probably best if you two stand back. There. Let's go spread some muck.
This is Grandpa Pig's cabbage patch.
Hello, cabbages. Would you like some manure?
It is getting windy.
Hold on to your hat, George.
Oh dear, the wind has blown George's hat off.
George, catch it!
George's hat is caught in a tree.
George, you are all muddy. Oh, but your hat is still clean.
Thank goodness for that.
I'll get it down for you.
Perhaps I had better help.
No, Grandpa, I can do it. Whoops.
Oh dear, Peppa is covered in mud.
I see two little piggies who need a bath.
George's hat is on top of some reeds in the pond.
Lucky for us, your hat is still clean, George.
But how do we get it?
This is a job for a grown-up. I will need a stick.
Don't fall in, Grandpa.
I know what I'm doing, Peppa. I can reach it.
I see a big piggy who needs a bath.
Grandpa Pig, what on earth are you doing?
I'm having a cup of tea.
No, you're not.
Of course I'm not. That was a joke. It is perfectly clear to see that I have fallen into the pond.
That was a silly thing to do. Peppa, George, you're both covered in mud too.
We were trying to get George's hat back, Granny.
Where is George's hat anyway?
It's flying in the sky.
I will get George's hat back and then you can all get cleaned up.
Be careful, Granny.
I would use a stick.
Thank you, everyone, but it's perfectly fine. I've got boots on.
If you walk on that manure, you will sink.
Hush, Grandpa. I have no intention of sinking. I can reach it. Got it. Ah!
Oh dear, Granny Pig is covered in manure.
Ooh, smelly Granny Pig.
Mummy Pig has come to pick up Peppa and George.
Hello.
Grandpa Pig, I thought you promised not to let the children get muddy.
I think you will find we promised not to let George's hat get muddy.
And it's not muddy.
It's perfectly clean.
Yes, I can see. The only clean thing around here is George's woolly hat.
Sailing boat.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Here are Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corgi. They are members of the sailing club.
Hello. We're just going out for a sail.
It's a bit early for sailing.
Yes, you can't go sailing now.
Thank you for your advice. See you later.
Grandpa, your friend said that we can't go sailing yet.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, bother.
Grandpa's boat is stuck in the mud.
There's no water, Grandpa.
Yes. The tide seems to be out.
So we can't go sailing?
Don't worry. The water will come back again soon and the boat will rise up.
The water is coming back.
It certainly is.
The water is lifting Grandpa's boat out of the mud.
We're bobbing up and down.
Let's go sailing.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Off we go.
I love sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Are you okay there?
Do you need any help or advice, old chap?
We're doing just fine, thank you. Bye.
Grandpa, they're going quicker than us.
There's no need to hurry when you're sailing.
We're bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. A bobbing, 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 bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up and down.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Time to head back if you don't want to miss the tide.
If you leave it too late, you'll get stuck in the mud.
Ha! Right you are. Goodbye. I don't listen to them. I know more about the tides than they ever will.
The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up. Oh, we've stopped bobbing.
Ah, the tide seems to have gone out.
Are we stuck in the mud, Grandpa?
Yes, but only until the tide changes. Then the water will lift us up again.
When will the water come back?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh,
We'll just have to spend the night on the boat.
a sleepover! Hooray!
I'd better give Granny Pig a call.
Hello?
Hello, Granny Pig. We've decided to spend the night out on the boat.
You mean you've got the tides wrong?
No, of course not. I just...
We're stuck in the mud, Granny!
I knew it.
It's an adventure, Granny. We'll see you in the morning.
Where will we sleep, Grandpa?
Here. The boat has 2 little bunk beds.
Ooh!
And I will sleep on deck, under the stars.
Night-night, Grandpa!
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Peppa and George are asleep in the bunks. Grandpa Pig is asleep on the deck. The stars are twinkling in the sky above. It is morning.
We're bobbing up and down.
Look, children, the water is back.
Hooray!
Grandpa Pig's boat is floating again.
Time to sail home.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa. The boat bobs up and down.
Granny Pig has come to meet Peppa and George.
Granny Pig! Thank you.
Hello, my little ones. Did you have a nice time?
Yes! We got stuck in the mud and had a sleepover.
Peppa loves sailing. Everyone loves sailing.
Pumpkin competition.
Peppa and her friends are at Playgroup.
Oh, it is almost Halloween, children, and we are going to have a pumpkin competition.
Ooh.
Have you all brought in your pumpkins?
Yes! I grew my pumpkin from a seed. My mummy bought my pumpkin from the supermarket. I've got a pumpkin that's made out of plastic. I haven't got my pumpkin here because Grandpa is still growing it.
Fine. Just remember to decorate your pumpkins and bring them back here for the competition tonight. There will be prizes for everyone.
Granny and Grandpa Pig have come to collect Peppa.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Have you got my pumpkin for the competition tonight?
Don't worry, Peppa. Your pumpkin is safe and sound in my greenhouse.
Is my pumpkin big, Grandpa?
Oh, yes.
This is Grandpa Pig's greenhouse.
May I present your pumpkin?
Grandpa, it is the biggest pumpkin in the world.
Quite possibly.
But how are we going to get such a huge pumpkin to the playgroup?
One step at a time, Granny Pig. We need to make this pumpkin into a lantern.
Ooh.
First, I will scoop out all the inside. Now we cut out the face.
And we put a candle inside to make it glow.
Lovely.
Now we put the pumpkin into the car.
The pumpkin is very, very heavy.
Oh, there. Step one complete. We're out of the greenhouse. Now for step two. We lift it into the car.
The pumpkin is impossible to lift.
I told you it was too big.
It's not too big. We just need a bit of help.
Hello! Miss Rabbit's helicopter rescue service!
Miss Rabbit, please come to our rescue.
It's very important. Come quickly.
I'm on my way!
All the children have brought their pumpkin lanterns to Playgroup.
Welcome to the pumpkin competition. If everyone is here, we will get started.
Peppa isn't here.
Oh, where is she?
Miss Rabbit's rescue helicopter has arrived at Grandpa's greenhouse.
So, who needs rescuing?
My pumpkin.
We have to get it to the playgroup in time for the competition.
OK. Hop aboard! Next stop, the playgroup.
I think we will have to start without Peppa.
Aw, it won't be fun without Peppa.
The prize for the best pumpkin grown from seed goes to Susie Sheep.
That's me. This is fun.
The prize for the best pumpkin bought from a supermarket goes to Pedro Pony.
That's me. Nay.
The prize for the best plastic pumpkin goes to...
What's that noise? Look. What's that? There's a light in the sky. Ooh. It's a flying pumpkin. It's Peppa's pumpkin. Wow. Hello. Sorry we're late. Hello, Peppa. Am I in time for the pumpkin competition?
Yes, of course. The prize for the best flying pumpkin goes to Peppa Pig.
Hooray! This is the best Halloween ever!
Peppa loves Halloween. Everyone loves Halloween.
Grandpa Pig's greenhouse.
Peppa and George are visiting Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hello, Peppa and George.
Ooh.
George has found a ball.
Ah! Careful, George. This is my greenhouse. It is made out of glass, which breaks easily.
Oh.
Let's throw this ball out of harm's way.
Oi! Who's throwing footballs at my greenhouse?
Ah! People who live in glass houses should not throw footballs.
You threw it first. It nearly smashed my greenhouse.
Call that a greenhouse? It's a pile of rotten old windows.
It's good enough for growing tomatoes.
I'm amazed you can grow anything in that rubbish tip.
I'll grow more than you do in your fancy glass box.
Grandad Dog and Grandpa Pig are the very best of friends.
Grandpa, why is your greenhouse made of glass if glass breaks easily?
Because I grow plants in it. Let me show you. These plants like sunlight, and glass lets the light in.
Ooh, this plant smells lovely.
Oh, that's just basil. Granny Pig throws the seeds in a pot and it just grows.
Oh.
Let me show you something that takes real skill to grow. My tomatoes.
They are very small, Grandpa.
Eat one and tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes of... nothing.
Well, they're not quite ready yet.
Hello, my little ones.
Granny Pig!
Could I have some tomatoes, please, Grandpa Pig?
No, I'm afraid the tomatoes aren't ready. Maybe in a few weeks.
But I want to make tomato salad for lunch.
Grandad Dog is growing tomatoes.
Yes. Maybe Grandad Dog will lend us some.
I don't think we want Grandad Dog's rusty old tomatoes.
Cooey! Grandad Dog!
Ah, Granny Pig. Lovely to see you this fine morning.
Do you have any tomatoes we might borrow?
Borrow? You can take as many tomatoes as you like. The tomatoes have done very well this year.
They look a lot bigger than your tomatoes, Grandpa.
They may be bigger, but that doesn't mean they're better.
Peppa, would you like to taste one?
Yes, please. Yummy. That is the best tomato I have ever tasted ever.
How did you grow them, Grandad Dog?
I didn't really mean to grow them. I just threw some old tomato seeds down in the corner there and they grew. Fill your basket. There's too many for me to eat.
Thank you. We're going to make a lovely tomato salad.
Ah, I know a great recipe for a tomato salad.
Lovely. Can you make it for us?
The problem is, my recipe needs basil, and I haven't managed to grow any basil.
My grandpa has lots of lovely basil.
Really?
Oh, yes. Grown heaps of the stuff. Let me show you.
Very impressive. Tell me, what's the secret of growing basil?
Well, it's quite tricky. The first thing you have to do...
I throw some seeds in a pot and the basil grows.
You mean it just grows by itself?
Yes.
Is it lunchtime yet, Granny?
Oh, my poor darlings, you must be starving.
Let's make that tomato salad. First, we slice the tomatoes. Add a little splash of olive oil, a shake of pepper, a teeny tiny pinch of salt, and finish the whole thing off with these lovely basil leaves. Tuck in, everyone.
Marvellous tomatoes.
Thanks to my greenhouse. Beautiful basil.
Thanks to my greenhouse.
This is the best tomato salad in the world ever! Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George out for the day on his sailing boat.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello.
Hello, old bean.
Grandpa, that man just called you an old bean.
Yes, Peppa. It's another way of saying old friend.
Are they your friends, Grandpa?
Oh, not really. We're just members of the same sailing club. Now, where did I leave my boat?
What does your boat look like, Grandpa?
It has a little red flag on top of the mast.
Like that little flag?
Ah, yes.
Oh, dear. Grandpa Pig's sailing boat has sunk.
I'm afraid we can't go sailing today, children.
Oh.
Here is Grampy Rabbit on his hovercraft.
What is that monstrosity?
Is it allowed at the sailing club?
Hello! What a marvellous day for sailing!
Hello, Grampy Rabbit.
Peppa, you look sad. What's the matter?
We can't go sailing because our boat has sunk.
Oh, dear. Why don't you hop onto my hovercraft?
Hooray!
I really don't think this is quite...
Hold on to your hat!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft can go on land and water.
I built it myself. You'd never guess, would you? We don't need that bit.
You can't drive this thing around here. You're not a member of the sailing club.
But you're a member, aren't you?
Yes, but...
That's all right, then.
Nothing like a peaceful day's sailing.
The calmness of the water, the quietness of the... Whoa, what's that horrible noise?
Hello there! Lovely day for a sail!
It's that monstrosity again.
Is that Grandpa Pig?
Hello?
I say, is anybody else thirsty? I saw an old shed back there selling juice.
That's not an old shed. That's the Sailing Club Cafe. It's for members only.
Yes, whatever. Let's go and get some juice. Hello there. 4 beakers of juice, please.
I'm afraid you cannot be served here, sir, unless you're a club member.
I'm not, but he is.
Hello. 4 juices, please.
Ah, yes, sir.
This is the life, eh? The sea and the sky and the boat sailing by.
But the boats are not sailing by, Grampy Rabbit.
There's no wind. Without wind, sailing boats can't sail.
Help!
Help!
We need to rescue them, Grampy Rabbit.
Good idea, Pepper. Hold on to your socks. Ahoy there! Toss me a line and I'll tow you back in. Here we go!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft is towing the sailing boats back to shore.
We're towing the boats to shore, boys. We're towing the boats to shore. We're towing the boats to the car park, towing the boats to be parked. I brought everyone back to the car park. That way, they don't have so far to walk to their cars.
But sailing boats don't go on land like hovercrafts.
Oh, yes.
Grandpa Pig, who is this friend of yours?
So sorry about that.
Sorry, about what?
We want to thank him for rescuing us.
Oh, I see. He's called Grampy Rabbit.
Delighted to meet you, Old Bean.
You're very welcome, Old Bean.
3 cheers for Grampy Rabbit. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hip,
Hooray!
Madame Gazelle's house.
Peppa and her family are visiting Madame Gazelle.
Hello, Madame Gazelle.
Hello, everyone. Come in.
Whoa!
Your hallway is a big slide, Madame Gazelle.
Is it meant to be like that?
No, the house is just old.
Everything here is a little bit wonky-donkey.
Aho, everything is leaning now, but it wasn't always this way.
When did your house start leaning, Madame Gazelle?
Oh, I don't know. It's been so long. And now I have cracks everywhere, too.
I think your house might need fixing.
Can't I just paper over the cracks and paint it? That is what my builder told me to do.
What does the outside wall look like? Ah, what's this?
Oh, that is my little Christmas tree.
That's not little, that's big.
It was from Christmas a long time ago. It was a little baby tree with a fairy on top. After Christmas, I could not bear to throw it away, so I planted it in the garden.
Your baby tree has grown so much, it's pushing your house over.
That's why your house is all wonky-donkey.
Oh, dear. What can we do about it?
I'll call Mr. Bull.
Hello?
Mr. Bull, we have a big tree that needs looking at.
I'll be right there. So, where's this tree then?
Here it is.
That's a mighty fine tree you have there, Madame Gazelle. Strong roots.
Yes, but it's pushing the house over.
Oh, yes. Let's chop it down.
Oh, dear, my poor tree.
Stop! I saw something move in the tree. It was a little animal.
In that case, I must take a look.
Before Mr. Bull chops the tree down, he must check that no animals are living in it.
Aha!
Mr. Bull has found a bird's nest.
Look at that! Little birdies nesting in your tree, Madam Gazelle.
Please, can I see the birdies?
Okay, Peppa, we can watch from the windows.
Ooh, lovely birdies.
I think there's something else higher up the tree. Look what's here!
Buzzy bees.
Let's see what else there is. I say, look at this!
It's an owl.
Oh, I think I see something else. Onward and upward. Aha! You've got bats, Madam Gazelle.
Ah, my friends the bats. They remind me of the old country.
And what's this?
Ah, my Christmas decorations.
And a fairy.
That is the fairy I put on the little tree all those years ago.
It's a magnificent tree. A wonderful home to so many little animals.
Yes, this tree should not be chopped down.
Hooray!
But wait, if the tree stays, what will happen to my house?
Well, eventually it will fall over.
But I need a house to live in. Oh.
Huh, I've got an idea. We'll put your house in the tree. Mr. Bull, the crane, please.
Right you are!
It's a tree house.
Yes, it is wonderful. I have always wanted to live in a tree house. Thank you, everyone.
Hooray!
Madam Gazelle loves tree houses. Everyone loves tree houses.
Caves.
Today, Peppa and her family are visiting the caves. Molly Mole is visiting the caves too.
Hello, Molly. The caves sound exciting, don't they? Yes, I'm looking forward to the Ride of Doom.
Ride of Doom? What's that?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Hello,
Here is Mr. Rabbit.
I'm your tour guide. Please put on these safety hard hats.
Will the caves be dangerous?
Not at all. Follow me for a completely safe tour.
Good. All that talk of the Ride of Doom had me worried for a moment.
I'm your tour guide.
Oh.
Here is Grampy Rabbit.
Let's go on a wild, mad adventure.
Oh, should we put on these safety hats?
Why not? Does anyone have a problem with going deep underground?
I'm not too keen on small dark spaces.
Like a cave, you mean?
And I'm not so good with heights.
I see. Anything else I should know?
George and I like exciting places.
Brilliant! These caves are ridiculously exciting. Please follow me. These steps take us down into the caves.
Ooh, this is fun.
Yes, it actually is quite fun. It's good not to know exactly how deep we are.
We're 100 meters down now. Imagine, if you will, the tons and tons of rock just sitting above our heads.
Great.
Welcome to the caves.
It's so pretty and sparkly.
Amazing.
Look, there's a little boat.
All aboard!
You know what? Because this cave is so huge and beautiful, I feel fine about being down here.
Now we go through this little tunnel. It can get a bit squeezy. Breathe in. Everyone out of the boat.
I can't say I enjoyed that.
Don't worry. We won't go through any more tunnels.
Good.
We just have to cross this chasm.
Whoa, that looks like quite a drop.
Yes, it's wonderfully deep. I'll show you. See how long it takes this rock to hit the bottom.
Wow.
So, how do we get across?
Did you hear anything about a Ride of Doom?
Molly Mole said the Ride of Doom was the best bit.
What exactly is this Ride of Doom?
Nothing to be alarmed by. It's a zip wire ride over this chasm and down to the deepest part of the caves.
Oh, goody!
It's really fun and, of course, completely safe.
I'm not very good with heights. Is there another way to...
See you on the other side!
Whoa!
Wait for me! If that isn't the craziest fun in the world, I don't know what is.
It was brilliant! Did you enjoy it, Daddy?
Yes.
Here, at the deepest point of the caves, our tour comes to an end. Any questions?
How do we get out?
Oh, a good question. We take the lift. Here we are, back on the surface again.
Daylight. Welcome to the gift shop.
Look, there's a picture of us on the Ride of Doom. Daddy, you look funny.
That will help you remember the Ride of Doom forever.
Thank you very much.
Peppa loves caves. Everyone loves caves.
Scooters.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing on their scooters.
Vroom, vroom. Oh.
George is still learning how to scooter. He is a bit worried.
George, come on. What's the matter, George? Shall I teach you how to scooter? OK, you hold on to the handlebars like this with both hands. Now stand on the scooter. Oh. No, George. Stand on the scooter with one foot. Good. Now push off with the other foot, like this. George, you're doing it!
George has learned to scooter.
Peppa! George!
That's enough scootering for now. It's time to go to Playgroup.
Oh, we've only just started scootering. Can we ride our scooters to Playgroup, Daddy?
Good idea. We could do with the exercise.
Hooray! Ready, steady, go!
Wait for me. See you later, Mummy Pig.
See you later!
Peppa and George are riding their scooters to Playgroup.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Not so fast.
Come on, Daddy!
Daddy can't keep up. Wait for me.
Peppa and George have arrived at Playgroup.
Bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, now I'm going to have to walk back home. What I need are some wheels. Hang on, I've got wheels. Whee! Ha ha! This is fun!
Daddy Pig likes scootering.
Brum, brum. Whee!
Daddy Pig, you're riding Peppa's scooter.
Yes, scootering is such fun. You should try it sometime.
Peppa and George are painting pictures at Playgroup.
Madam Gazelle, we came to school on our scooters today.
Very good, Peppa and George. Let's all paint pictures of how we came to school today.
I came on my bicycle.
Very good.
I walked here.
So nice to get the fresh air in your lungs.
My granddad brought me in his truck. Broom, broom, broom.
Lovely.
It is time for Mummy and Daddy Pig to pick up the children from Playgroup.
Have you got the car keys, Daddy Pig?
I don't think we should take the car, Mummy Pig.
But it's a long way to walk to Playgroup.
We don't have to walk. I made that mistake this morning. We can scooter. Race you! Whee!
What? Are you sure? OK. Whee!
Mummy and Daddy Pig are scootering to Playgroup to pick up Peppa and George.
Yippee!
That was great.
I told you we wouldn't have to walk.
Mummy! Daddy! You brought our scooters! Hooray! Whee!
Yes. That seems to leave us without scooters for the journey home.
Daddy Pig, you said we wouldn't have to walk.
We won't have to walk, but we will have to run. Race you!
Hey, wait for me.
Whee! This is fun!
Peppa! George!
Oh, wait for Mummy and Daddy.
Peppa and George love scootering. Everybody loves scootering.
The castle.
Today, Peppa and George are going to visit a castle.
What will we do at the castle, Mummy?
Let me see what the guidebook says.
Will the castle be good or will it be boring?
It will be good.
Will we see knights in armour?
George likes knights in armour.
You never know, George. We might even see a dragon.
A pretend dragon, Daddy Pig.
Yes, Daddy. Dragons are in storybooks. They're not really real.
Peppa and her family have arrived at the castle.
Welcome to the castle tour. Cars are parked at owner's risk.
What does that mean, Daddy?
Oh, nothing, Peppa. They always say that in car parks.
Please make your way to the castle, where you will be met by a knight in armour.
Hello! It is Mr. Rabbit, dressed as a knight in armour. We start the castle tour here, at the cannon. In the olden days, this cannon fired these heavy cannonballs high up into the sky.
Daddy, is he going to fire the cannon?
No, that would be crazy.
Right, let's fire the cannon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
That almost hit our car.
Well, we do say cars are parked at owner's risk. On with the tour. You are going to see the wonders of the castle. Eat a real medieval banquet.
Wow, a real medieval banquet.
It sounds delicious.
And meet a dragon. This is the royal throne room, where the king and queen would sit. Who would like to have a go?
George can be king and I'll be a bossy queen. Do this, do that.
Your Majesties, may I carry on with the tour?
Yes, you may.
We have to go through a secret passage. But first, we have to find the secret passage.
These secret passages usually have some sort of top secret button to open them.
I don't think it's that big red button, George. That would be too obvious. Oh!
Yes, we try to keep it simple.
This is fun.
This passage has led us to the dining hall.
Wow!
This must be the medieval banquet.
Yes, it looks really tasty.
It's all made of plastic.
Yes, it's to show what a real banquet would have looked like.
Oh.
But of course, as part of the tour, you get to have your very own real medieval banquet.
Fantastic!
Here it is, your banquet in a box. The oldie cheese sandwich, jester's pickle and a king's jelly.
It's a little picnic in a box.
Yes, it's not quite the medieval banquet I was expecting.
And now it's time to meet the dragon.
George, it won't be a real dragon. Dragons are just pretend.
Yes, don't be sad if it's just Miss Rabbit holding a little glove puppet. Oh!
Wow!
Miss Rabbit is driving a huge robot dragon.
Do you want to see it breathe fire?
Yes, please!
I'm just going to park it!
It's heading for our car.
Another reason we say cars are parked at owner's risk.
And that's the end of the tour!
Hope you had a lovely time.
I think that was George's best day out ever!
George loves castles. Everyone loves castles.
The carnival!
Peppa and her family have come to watch the carnival.
Hello!
Here are Susie Sheep and Molly Mole.
Hello, Peppa! Have you come to watch the carnival? Yes, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing with fire-breathing dragons and magic people flying.
Let's hope it really is that great.
What's that? Is it starting?
No, that's just someone sweeping the road before the carnival comes. Oh, it actually sounds quite good.
They're using brushes and dustbins to make music.
The carnival has begun. Here is Mr. Bull and his fancy jazz band. It is Mr. Pony, the optician.
Hello! Look, Pedro's on the lorry. Hello! Hello, Pedro! I wish I was in the carnival. Me too. Oh, what's that?
Hello!
Wow! There's a boat sailing on the road.
It is Captain Dog and Danny Dog.
Oh, look! It's Miss Rabbit's rescue service.
But where's Miss Rabbit?
Miss Rabbit is the carnival queen.
Ooh. She's not doing much, is she?
Well, that makes a change from all the jobs Miss Rabbit normally does.
She's probably quite happy to put her feet up.
Here is Mr. Potato.
Please welcome your friend and mine, Mr. Potato!
Mr. Potato has a big balloon tied to the back of his car.
Wow! That must be the biggest balloon in the world.
Up, down, all together now. Mr. Potato is coming to town.
Oh no! The string has come loose.
Ah, my
Balloon! It's okay! I've caught it! Oh! I'm flying away! Help!
We have to call the rescue service.
Hello? Miss Rabbit's rescue service?
Mr. Potato's hanging from a balloon.
Help! Help!
I'll be right there. Wait a mo. I can't go and rescue with all this on. Who wants to be Carnival Queen while I do some rescuing?
Me!
There you go.
I think I should be the queen because I am very good at being bossy. I can be bossy too. I should be the queen because I am the best at waving.
Why don't you all take it in turns to be queen?
OK, I'll wear the crown. I'll sit on the throne. And I'll wear the cloak.
Help! Help! Miss Rabbit is going to rescue Mr. Potato.
I'll just fly up from underneath.
Ah! Watch out!
Oh, sorry, Mr. Potato. Hang on, I'll go above.
Miss Rabbit, what is your plan?
I never have a plan. I just make it up as I go along.
Autopilot on. Have a nice day.
Autopilots fly helicopters on their own.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Now, how can we get this balloon down? Shall I pop it?
No, don't pop the balloon!
Oh, OK. I'll untie the knot.
Miss Rabbit is going to let the air out of the balloon. Wait!
There.
Miss Rabbit has rescued Mr. Potato. Thank you!
Now I can get back to being the Carnival Queen.
Oh, I think we've got 3 Carnival Queens now.
This is the best carnival ever.
Peppa loves carnivals. Everybody loves carnivals.
Easter Bunny.
Peppa and her friends have come to Rebecca Rabbit's house for an Easter egg hunt.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
Are you looking forward to the egg hunt?
Yes! Ready, steady, go!
Wait! Stop!
What?
You can't start. The Easter Bunny hasn't been to hide the eggs yet.
Oh.
When is the Easter Bunny getting here?
Very soon.
Good. We'll wait.
But the Easter Bunny is very shy and won't come if you're looking.
OK, we'll close our eyes.
No peeking.
I can hear something. It's the Easter Bunny.
No, it's not. It's just my daddy.
Here is Mr. Rabbit. Hello, everyone. What are you all doing here?
We've come for the Easter egg hunt.
Oh.
I hope the Easter Bunny will come soon, Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, yes, me too. I must just go and check my carrot patch. This is Mr. Rabbit's carrot patch.
Remember, children, the Easter Bunny is very shy and won't come if we're looking. Let's wait indoors.
Rebecca Rabbit's house is underground.
Rebecca, have you ever seen the Easter Bunny?
No, but the Easter Bunny is a rabbit.
Yes.
And you are a rabbit.
Yes.
What does it look like?
I think it looks like me, but a bit bigger. I think the Easter Bunny has a rocket pack.
Yes, it's a super bunny. I think the Easter Bunny has a magic fairy wand. I think the Easter Bunny must be very big to carry all those eggs everywhere.
No, the Easter Bunny is invisible.
What?
Invisible means you can't see it. That's silly.
Oh, somebody's hiding an egg. It must be the Easter Bunny.
I wish we could see the real Easter Bunny.
Maybe we can see it through the window.
Yes! Oh, I can't see anything.
We're never going to see the Easter Bunny.
Remember, no peeking.
Sorry, Mummy.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, Mr. Rabbit. How are your carrots?
What carrots?
The carrots? You went out to check.
Oh, they're fine.
Daddy, did you see the Easter Bunny?
No, but I'm sure the Easter Bunny will have been by now.
Do you think the children can start looking for the eggs yet?
Oh, yes, I would say so.
Right. Are you ready to find the eggs the Easter Bunny has hidden?
Yes! Ready?
When you have found all the eggs, we share them out equally.
Steady?
There should be one egg for every child.
Don't worry if it takes you a long time to find them.
Danny Dog has found an egg under a plant pot. Susie Sheep has found one in a bush. Peppa has found an egg in a tree. George has found one in a bucket.
Finished!
Wow, that was quick.
And with one egg each. Great.
Wait! What's that over there? It's the Easter Bunny!
Shh! Let's creep up quietly.
Yes! Now we'll see what the Easter Bunny looks like.
That is not the Easter Bunny. That is Rebecca Rabbit.
Oh, we thought you were the Easter Bunny.
No, I'm me. And I found an egg.
We've all found eggs.
I'm a little bunny and I like to play. I hop, skip and jump and I play all day. I've a fluffy tail and bouncy legs. I like eating carrots and chocolate eggs.
We are little bunnies and Gerald Giraffe.
Mummy Pig is measuring Peppa.
There, Peppa. That's how tall you are.
I'm taller than I was before.
That's because you're growing up, Peppa.
Now George's turn. There, George. That's how tall you are.
I am taller than George. Oh.
Don't worry, George. As you get older, you'll get taller.
Yes, but I will always be taller than you, George, because I will always be older.
It is time for Playgroup.
Children, today a new friend is joining our playgroup. Say hello to Gerald.
Hello, Gerald. Hello. Wow, you're really tall, so you must be really old.
No, Gerald is the same age as you.
Why is he so tall then? I'm tall because I'm a giraffe.
I'm taller. No, you're not. Yes, I am. You measure to the top of the ears.
Oh, do ears count?
Gerald Giraffe is the tallest.
Oh.
I wish I was as tall as Gerald.
And me. And me. And me.
It is playtime.
Let's play hide and seek. OK. 1, 2...
While Peppa counts to 10,
4,
everyone must
5,
find a hiding
6,
place.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Found you, Gerald.
Oh.
You didn't find me.
Or me.
Or me. Or me. Or me.
I always get found because I'm so tall.
Oh.
It's not much fun being tall. I have to bend down to talk to everyone.
I have to bend down to talk to George. Hello, George. What's it like being little?
Let's play ball.
Yay!
Maybe I'll play later.
Gerald Giraffe doesn't want to play because he is sad.
To you, Danny.
To you, Pedro.
Catch, Peppa. Oh!
The ball is stuck in the tree.
I can't reach it. Let me have a go. No, it's too high. What can we do? Chop the tree down. No!
I can get it with my trunk. No, I can't. If Emily can't reach it with her trunk, then we'll never get our ball back. What can we do?
Chop the tree down. No! If only there was somebody tall enough to reach our ball. Gerald!
What?
You can reach the ball because you're tall.
I can try.
Hooray!
Gerald Giraffe has rescued the ball.
Oh, I can see something else. There's an animal stuck in the tree. Is it a cat? No, up here.
It is Tiddles the tortoise.
Tiddles! Tiddles!
Here is Dr. Hamster, the vet.
Oh, you naughty tortoise. Who do I have to thank for rescuing my Tiddles?
Gerald!
Thank you, Gerald. My goodness, you are a tall lad.
I'm a giraffe.
Oh.
But you're taller than Gerald, Dr. Hamster.
Yes, that's because I'm a hamster.
Are hamsters always taller than giraffes? I will be taller than Dr. Hamster when I'm older.
Yes.
Grown-up giraffes tend to be taller than grown-up hamsters.
Hello.
Hello! Mummy and Daddy Giraffe have come to collect Gerald from Playgroup.
Wow, you're as tall as the sky.
That's because we're giraffes.
And my mummy and daddy are very, very old.
Mummy Pig's book.
Mummy Pig is working on the computer.
Mummy, can we play Happy Mrs. Chicken on the computer?
Not at the moment, Peppa. I need to finish the important book I'm writing.
Daddy Pig is in the kitchen making lunch.
Daddy, when can we play Happy Mrs. Chicken?
When Mummy has finished writing her book.
Oh, that's it. After lots and lots of hard work, I've finally finished writing my book.
Well done, Mummy Pig.
Now we can play Happy Mrs. Chicken. Hooray!
did save your work, didn't you?
Ah, no, I didn't press save.
40, 90, 10 million, 112. Well done, George. That's the highest score ever.
My work. Where's my work? Ah, there it is. Quick. Save, close, send. Phew.
Is your work all right, Mummy?
Yes, Peppa. I've just sent it off to be made into a real storybook.
Ooh, a storybook.
Not just one book. Lots and lots of books. Going to bookshops everywhere.
Wow. Mummy, can you read us your story?
Yes, I'm going to read it to you and your friends at Playgroup tomorrow.
Mummy Pig has arrived at the playgroup with lots of copies of her new book.
Thank you, Mummy Pig, for coming to read your new book to us today.
It's very exciting. These books are so new, I haven't even opened one yet.
Children, Mummy Pig has worked hard to write this book. So we must listen politely, even if it is not very good.
Thank you. It's about an onion.
Ooh.
Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion. 4768593. Oh.
The rest of the book is one big long number.
I don't understand.
This is not what I wrote. What is 4768593?
It's George's Happy Mrs. Chicken high score.
Wow, that is a high score. But where's my Funny Onion story? It's gone. I'm sorry, children, but I can't read Funny Onion to you today.
Oh. Can you remember the story, Mummy Pig?
Yes.
Then just tell us the rest.
All right.
Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion. All he wanted was to make people laugh, but he made people cry instead because he was an onion. What a beautiful, sad ending.
No, wait, Madam Gazelle, it's not finished.
Oh, I see. Carry on.
Funny Onion said, I will search the world to learn how to be funny. He met a tomato. The tomato said, wear a funny hat. But people still cried. He met a banana who said, wear some funny shoes. But people still cried. Funny Onion was ready to give up when a pineapple whispered in his ear. What do you think the pineapple said?
Wear a funny red nose. Wear a purple wig.
Very good. But what the pineapple really said was, do something funny. Funny Onion did something funny, and everyone laughed. They laughed and laughed and laughed. The end.
Marvellous. I think it speaks to all of us.
The parents have come to collect the children.
I've just been to the bookshop, Mummy Pig. It's full of your books. What did you mean by 453967?
Well, actually...
It's probably post-narrative.
Very modern.
Well done, Mummy Pig.
Thank you.
The parents love Mummy Pig's book. The children love Mummy Pig's book. Everyone loves Mummy Pig's book.
Wendy Wolf's birthday.
It is Wendy Wolf's birthday, and she has invited all her friends to a party.
Happy birthday, Wendy! Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Wolf is blowing up balloons for the party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow these balloons up.
I love balloons. Me too. And me. And me. And me.
Everybody loves balloons.
Come on, let's dance. Don't let the balloons fall to the ground. Keep them in the air. This is fun.
Here is Mrs. Wolf.
Who wants bubbles?
Me.
Okay, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow some bubbles.
I love bubbles. They are a bit like balloons. But they pop when you touch them. Watch. Woo! See, I popped one.
can always make some more bubbles. Who wants to go?
Me!
OK.
Hooray!
Are you ready?
Yes, Mrs. Wolf.
You have to huff.
Huff.
And you have to puff.
Puff.
And blow.
So many bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the sky. Ooh. Look at that big bubble. That's not a bubble, Pedro. That's the full moon. Ah, and you know what you do when you see a full moon? You howl. Ow! Why do you do that? That's what wolves do. We howl at the moon. Wendy, can you teach us how to do that? OK. First, you have to look up at the moon. And then you howl. Ow! Ow!
Wendy Wolf has taught everyone how to howl like a wolf.
Wow, who did that one? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't any of us. It's a wild animal.
It is Granny Wolf.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Hello, Granny.
You must all be Wendy's friends. How do you do?
Hello, Granny Wolf. My, what big ears you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to hear you with.
What big eyes you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to see you with.
And what big teeth you've got.
All the better to eat birthday cake.
Wendy, what's that in the middle of your cake? It is a little house made of sticks. Ah!
Time to blow out the candles, Wendy.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the candles out. You've blown the stick house down.
Oh, well done.
That's my go.
It was quite easy.
Houses made of sticks are easy to blow down.
I always forget. What's your house made of, Mr. Pig?
It's made of bricks.
Not straw?
Bricks.
Oh, of course.
That was a great party, Wendy. Yes, that was my best party ever. Happy birthday, Wendy.